Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, October 15th. How are we? Laptop travel. My buddy Denny's on there. Tuna sub. How's it going this morning? Let's check out the heat map and see how that looks. Microsoft is up 0.30%. Apple's up like a 0.5%. Google's up like a 0.5%. Meta's up just barely. Amazon's up 0.25%, 24%. Tesla's down a little bit. And Nvidia's down almost a percent. So nothing too crazy right there, but it is moving around. It's a little mixed this morning, so let's go ahead and see what's going on here, and we'll jump right into our Jolie's jumpers. So let me hop into them bad boys real fast and see what they look like. Here we go, ALCE. Let's see what that's doing this morning. ALCE. Let's see. Oh, this is a recent splitter, huh? All right, ALCE, let's see what you're doing. It is the 15th, so it is moving. It opened at 257 and it just went down 2 cents. It was running up yesterday there. Opened at 249, got up to 311. See if it can catch some more momentum today. So we'll keep an eye on that. Not really doing much yet this morning. How about our BLNK? It usually doesn't like to move in the morning, but it's right at 199. And let's just take a quick look at it and see how it's looking because it is setting up. Yup, it's right there in that spot and looking better. It should get moving as we thought. So look for it today to try to bounce back up over that $2, finally get back over to that 225 and try to move a little more. And that's BLNK. DBGI, that was cruising last night, and that's up 15 cents at least at 31 cents right now. Check this guy out, DBGI, because this one is moving. What'd it do? It opened at 34, got up to 43, and right now it's back to 32. So just keep your eye on that. It looks way better on the old Finviz. It hit that the 20 right there. So it did come back. So just see if it can pick up some more momentum again. And that's DBGI. DDC, that's one that we had looked at for a little while there. That's moving. Um, Let's just take a peek. DDC, it did run yesterday and it got from 28 to 55. And then this morning, it already opened at 39 and got up to 51. So DDC, another one that we had been looking at, and that one's popping up. I know that was on a laptop lowdown list. DURG, drug, Bright Minds Biosciences. Whoa, that took a nice jump yesterday and today. Holy cow, how did we miss this guy? This guy just popped out of nowhere, huh? DRUG. Yeah, yesterday it went flying 112 to 362, and then today opened 278 to 339, and it still kind of has a little momentum on it. So keep an eye on that as it's running into the top. Just be careful, obviously, of momentum play, but it isn't looking bad there. DRUG, GRTS. We were looking at Gritstone talking about it. It's moving and it is up 13% this morning. GRTS. Let's just see where it went. Opened at 6, got up to 9. So it's trying to move. It's back at 6, I believe. Yeah, it's back at 6, but still setting up. We were looking at it last night. INVO. INVO ran up yesterday really nice. They're opened at 67, got up to 142, had 56 million in volume. And then today it's kind of coming down 13 cents. It did open at 114, got up to 116, but it's at 111 right now. And INVO, really nice run yesterday. INDP, let's see that bad boy. That one did run. That looks like it would be yesterday. Yeah, that one did run up yesterday. INDP. Let me just take a look and see if it's doing anything yet this morning. No, it's not even moving yet, but 139 yesterday to 148, and that's where it closed. So look for this to try to keep momentum. INDP, it's just not opened yet or not on here. RANI up 35 cents. This one, another one continued that momentum there. Too many R's. RANI. And yesterday, like I said, 220 to 379, and then this morning opened at 353 and got up to 388. So it definitely kept that momentum going, and it could keep going up a little higher. So keep your eye on that bad boy. RANI and good old Rivian. Let's see. Down a penny. It's getting right there, though. I'm telling you, it's getting really close. So Keep your eye on Rivian as it's getting close to set up, and then it'll start to run finally. It's way down, so it's a great price down there. Look for that bottom swag, Strand and Company. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Swag. That did run up what yesterday? It's not doing anything yet this morning, but 110 to 120 and not looking bad. So that was Swag and our buddy Verb, VERB. We smashed that one out of the park. So let's look at it. VERB, and it is up to what 27 cents. It ran like crazy yesterday. Um, would it run up to 16.13? It opened at 7.35. And this morning it opened at 13.07, got up to 13.30, and it's in the 12s, 12.78. And there you go with Jolie's Jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. Greatly appreciate that. We have a few more that are running this morning. BNZI. I know we recently looked at that bad boy as well. And that's up like $2.48 right now. I'm cruising around BNZI. And like I said, I know we've looked at that. It did have a nice bounce right there. So there's BNZI. HOTH. Let's see. Oh wow, this one jumped up pretty nice. Hoth, HOTH, Hoth Therapeutics, and this one is cruising up this morning. There opened at 74, it says, and or opened at 85 and got up to 111. It's sitting at 98 and still trying to keep that momentum right there for Hoth. LIPO, Lapella Pharmaceuticals up 12 cents right there. Let me see. LIPO. And this one opened at 44 and got up to 65. It's sitting at 53. It could keep that momentum going there for LIPO and ZPTA. Let's see what that did this morning. Is it trying to bounce? It is trying to bounce a little bit, but I would absolutely be careful with this guy. Like I said, this chart setup is nice. It's just you got to be very careful. Isn't this the company that just kind of let go of their yeah, they halted operation and dismissed the workforce. So maybe it's going to get a bounce like pretty much selling things. So keep an eye on it. The chart was tried to set up before and then it came way down and yeah, it does look like it, but I wouldn't trust it. So, and that's ZPTA. So just be very careful. And thank you, Asian Jolie, for your Jolie's jumpers. Greatly appreciate that. And let's go ahead and see what's happening with MAXN. It is just flat right now. Let me see. 559, and it is not moving yet. MAXN, I'm gonna look on here. Pre-market, it says it's down 6 cents to it was at 565, and it does say 559 right there. The Finviz is not moving. Mine does say 559. Let me look at it. It doesn't look bad, honestly. It's just rolling right along that line up there. So we'll see. We'll have to see. I think it's going to curl off and start moving. And again, just down a little bit this morning, nothing too crazy, 1% and not really moving yet. So we'll look at Maxon as it opens, but I'm looking for it to roll off of there, off that MACD, Tom. So I will be keeping an eye on that today as well. That's for sure. Let me go ahead and look and see what the big caps are doing this morning. So let's just take a quick look at the SPY. That's up 22 cents. And this thing, I'm telling you, just wants to run. Is it going to continue to run today? It could be a flat day right here. You could see it, but it's setting up bullish as they all are. So they just have a couple, basically like 2 weeks, and they're gonna get crazy. Apple's up $1.40, back up over 232. And let's just cruise through and see. I keep doing Apple first. I don't know why, but Nvidia, let's look at that. Down 96 cents. I'm not so sure it's going to get into the top right now. It could have a little bit of pullback right there as it's setting up, but again, the 20, the hard line, everything looks good. So, or it could just be a flat day. Down 98 cents is nothing. It's not even a percent for Nvidia. Google, let's look at that and see what Google's up to. It's up 80 cents. And like I was saying, if it gets up over that 160, right where it's at, basically 167. It's at 167.15. it can actually get moving. So see if it can really get up here. Let's put it right there so it actually has room. And we'll say 167.80, even go like 168. Nothing crazy, but if we can get right into that area, this thing can start moving. If not, it'll pull back just a hair and set up. And you can see it's bullish down the road, but it is going to have to set up, or like I said, it could jump up there today. We'll watch it and see what it wants to do, but that's the magic number it would have to get to start popping. And Amazon's trying to curl through another one, super bullish, coming up to the line. Almost looks like it'll be a flat day. Maybe they start really moving later, but as at the moment, it's kind of just flat. They're not really jumping like they want to, so or even pushing anything. So Meta's up $1.21. They're just moving in the right direction, but even this one is coming down, and I have a feeling Meta's gonna have to pull back, and I'm sticking to my guns here. It looks like it's pulling back there. I would honestly not be looking at the options and more on or more puts than calls right at the moment. And you're not talking about anything crazy. It's at 591 and it could pull back into like the 585s, but it needs to make some room here. It's way at the top here. And I just think it needs to make room. I've been saying that, and that's Meta META. Microsoft, this was up $1. It's at 420.15. Let's see what it's doing this morning. Microsoft 420.15. All right. And what did it open at? 420.11. It got up to 420.40. And watch for Microsoft is starting to curl up right there and looking good. It is setting up. It did run up yesterday to 424 and it got up to the 20. The 20's coming down, the 50's moving up, and this thing's setting up. So check out Microsoft. Looks good to start moving. And our buddy Tesla, let's look at Tesla this morning, down 94 cents. And like I was saying, it needs to stay down here and just kind of, it will bounce off. They have their earnings next week. So around the 217 is a great price, and it'll get moving right back up to that 240, 260, and keep blasting. So just wait for it to set up. It's down here and start looking at some options on Tesla because it is starting to set up down here. And like I said, they have earnings next week and they'll probably be decent. Just the way the chart's set up, it looks like they're going to be decent or it's going to start moving. So there you go with Tesla. And that's our SPY and big cap or our Mag 7 right there. And they're not looking bad this morning. Energy's way down. Exxon Mobil and them bad boys are down, it looks like. ExxonMobil's down 364, and I know Oxy wasn't looking great. That's down $1.70. So they are pulling back the oil and gas right there. So we'll have to keep an eye on them. Let's look at the scanner real quick, see if we see anything really crazy that jumps out. That GRTS is on there, the ZPTA, LIPO. And then we have our DBG. Oh, of course we have to do the yin and the yang because the yang's up to 374 this morning there, laptop travel, and it's moving right along for us. It bounced up there and looks pretty good, I would have to say. Our yang is moving. Yeah, I would say that looks good. And I'm going to look at the yin and just take a quick peek and see what that looks like. Our yang is looking good. And here comes our yin. And that is crashing down. Wow. And it's just trying to parachute itself down. Like I said, it went right through that 20. I thought it would. The 20 was at 37, and now we're at 34. So we're coming back down to that 50 at $27. And as it does it, that yang's getting up to the 20. That's going to be at 445, and it's going to get through that. And its 50's at $7. So if you had $4 options and it blasts through that 20, you're going to be printing money right there. So there you go with the yin and the yang. So the yang is moving just as we thought this morning. And let's see it continue because that'll be a beauty. So there we go with them bad boys. And let me hop back into the scanner because I just hopped off of it. Let me get back in real quick. Doom. And the charts. Here we go. DDC we looked at. How about DJT's up there? It was moving. It was a little higher this morning. It's 31.93 right now. It is up $1.97. But just watch. I think it's going to be kind of topped out and have to pull back and then run up even higher. So just keep an eye on DJT. But we ran it from 13 to over 32. So there you go with that one. That's a beauty right there for DJT. What else is on here? NIO, that's pulling back, so we don't like that. Wolf, WOLF was cruising, and BNZI. So there you go. And here's our Yang calls, everybody. If you want to take a look, let me see. Oh, here we go. I'll post the calls, laptop travel, just posted them up. I'm telling you, I can never hit the repost button anymore. It's crazy. Here we go. I just did that. So check them out. And 5 hour January 17, 2025 calls. Yeah, there's a lot of them. And so there you go with that. You're welcome, Tom. No problem about maxing. And here we go. Let me keep cruising through, see what else is going on this morning. Still not feeling 100%, but good enough to do some stocks, that's for sure. So here we go. That was the scanner. Let's look at crypto real quick. It was still looking good last night. This morning, Bitcoin's at 65,480 right now. And let me look at the chart because it was blasting and wanted to get it went through 66 and it just pulled back a little bit and it still wants to blast through 66. Solana's at 153 and that wants to get through to 160. So our crypto's looking really nice. Ethereum's at 2,596 and that bad boy is through the 50s, getting to the 100, curled through, looking good. So that looks nice. Cardano's at 35. And that bad boy is sitting in between that channel about to blast off. So I'd say we're looking good right there. And I would say our crypto is going to continue to move for us. So that's a good sign. Doge is at like 11 and a half. And let me just see. It looks pretty good right there. Let me take a peek. Yeah, it's over 100 and it's bouncing up. It just curled through. So that Doge is going to be a runner right there. And there you go with them bad boys. So let's take a look and see if you guys want to see anything. Can I look at dog Wi-Fi hat? Let me pull it up on mine real fast. I'm not even familiar with that one. Dog. Huh. Let me see if it'll come up on my app. Didn't come up on there. I'll have to take a look at that one. Laptop trial. I'm not familiar with that one. I don't even see it popping up to be honest with you. Let me take a look at that one and I'll find it. Don't worry. It's just not popping right up here, so I'll just have to take a peek and see exactly what it is. I'll hop on my on another site and take a look at it really quick and it'll pop right up and then I'll be able to figure out how to pull it up for you. So I'll look at that one and I'll post about it in a few minutes. So just give me a couple minutes and I'll find that. So there you go with that bad boy. And speaking of laptop travel, let's go in and check out the laptop lowdowns. Let me look for them bad boys real quick. Let me hop on laptop travels page and try to find them fast. Let's see our laptop lowdowns. Let me look. Here we go. Tuesday the 15th. CETX. That's a great one to look at for the morning. Here we go. CETX up the percent right now. Let me just see. Let me X out of some of these that I popped up. There we go. Now I can get in there. CETX. Here we are. And it's curling up. Like I say, it'll jump around as it makes this curl. It's on that flat part of the fish hook, and it's going to start moving up today, tomorrow, and then and then it'll be about a day or so out, probably about Thursday or Friday. So we'll just keep an eye. And like I said, it can be traded almost every day. It'll jump around, but just beware. It could um close lower than the previous day. So you have to be careful when you're trading it as it sets up, and then boom, it gets right there and pops off. So that's CETX. ADTX is up 5 cents. I remember we were looking at this and seeing if the 20 wants to come down. Let me look at it better to this morning and see. ADTX Opened at 112. It's up to 122, and now it's at 117. So it is looking much better this morning and had that crazy dip there yesterday. So that was probably its bottom. I remember we looked at it last night and I said I had that weird look. So we'll look at it today, and here we're looking at it. Laptop Travel threw it on there for us, and yeah, it's starting to curl back up, looking a little better. So it's looking better than it did yesterday. So keep an eye on that ADTX because that is a recent splitter and just did the old pullback. And then we know that once they pull back, they'll start to run. So we'll just watch for that bad boy. BDMD. Let's see. This is that other big fish hooker. Just kind of curling down there. BDMD. Let me see. And this morning, it is not doing anything just yet. But again, another one, just look for it. It's probably going to start to make that flat move so that it can start curling up. So it's right there. And BDMD is another one that can be traded around because it will jump around as it starts curling up. They all do. Edible, 21 cents. Let me see if it's doing anything this morning. EDBL. It is 21 cents and it's not doing anything. So let me see. Yep, 21 cents and not moving. So all three charts are saying that, and I believe it. But let's look at it. It was curling through. It does look pretty decent right there. So I would imagine, I'm surprised it doesn't give us that look this morning, but I would imagine it's going to try to continue up past the 21 cent area. ONCT, let me pop that in here at 105, not exactly moving yet on there. Let me see. 112 to 120. It is moving on here. There we go. And it is popping up. So it's looking good, ONCT. So keep your eye on that one. Yeah, Finviz doesn't have it doing anything yet this morning, but my chart does say it's moving and looking good. So keep an eye on ONCT, LGCB, LG. CB. There we go. LGCB, that linkage global. Let's see if it is doing anything this morning. Excuse me. 29 cents. Let me see. Is that today? That is yesterday's date. So no, it's not even moving yet. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. It doesn't look bad. It's trying to get moving, and our 20 is coming down at 47. So it still has some room. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. And that's LGCB. Let me look. We did DBGI. That one's moving. SLXN. Well, I remember we looked at this last night, and it's right there to try to start setting up. Where was that 20 at? Let me just look. It's at 30 cents. Opened at 33, and it came down a hair to 30. Let me just look because I remember the 20 was right up here. It's at 56 and this is at 30. So this might have a little bit. And I remember I had that weird look yesterday. So let me take a look at it. It's not showing me anything just yet. I mean, it does look like because yesterday's look shows that it really kind of wants to bounce, but I'm not so sure it does. So let me take a peek at this one, SLXN, as the market opens, and we'll have a better idea for that one. SVRE. Saver one. This is up a little bit, but this is getting right there. The 20's at 14. This is at 13. Keep an eye on this one. This one looks really good. SVRE. Oh, what piping in. SVRE. Let me see if it's doing anything. Nothing this morning, so but it is looking good. So keep your eye on that one. TTOO, that was looking good. I remember the other day we looked at this. TTOO. Not doing anything just yet. When's this going to set up here? Let me take a peek. Yeah, it's not doing anything yet. Yesterday it was 152 to 155 and now and I'm down to 146, closed at 151 and our 20's coming down for it, but it's at 188 and this is at 147. So it has a little bit of time, but that'll be a good setup right there. Our buddy Mullen, let's see, MULN. It's down 2 cents, it says. Let me see. MULN. Yeah, this one's is it moving there? It is. 255. It got up to 265. It's low 254, and that's where it's sitting. So it's sitting at its low. And again, the 20's coming down. We'll let the 20's at 390 on this. I wouldn't feel comfortable with Mullen until that 20's under it and it's going to push it up. So that's what I'm going to say about Mullen. And we talked about it last night, how crazy it is and all the dilution. It's just wild. So MTEM is down a little bit. Oh, this one's going to be a nice setup, huh? MTEM. Is that doing anything? Yeah, 33. It opened at 33, got up to 38. It's sitting at 34 right now. But this had a nice dip yesterday. And yeah, yesterday it took a huge dip. It opened at 32, or the day before it closed at, or Friday it closed at 147, and yesterday it opened at 32 cents. So that's the big dip that you're seeing. And today it opened at 34, and that's where it's sitting, but it is I'll look for a little bounce on that. Let me see it. It's running sideways, so I'm not exactly sure, but I'll take a look just to see if MTEM actually wants to try to move after that big dip. And that will be a really nice one. And of course, our Yang up 37 cents to 375. And we were just discussing it, and it looks like it's going to move. So keep an eye on that Yang. And we've been talking about it, and that should be an easy one for us. WOLF, that one, woof, that one was cruising right there. WOLF Wolf Speed 240 is up 242 to 1380 and looking good to get into that top. So watch that as a momentum right there. So there you go. And there we are with our laptop lowdowns. Thank you very much. LIPO, let me look at that. Lapella Pharmaceutical. That is blasting off today. Let me see what it's doing. LIPO. It does look like it was moving. It opened at 44, got up to 65. It's sitting at 56 right now. This is one that we had looked at and it did blast off, but I wouldn't be a chaser on it, that's for sure. If you knew, we kind of knew at that bottom. I remember it was on the list and 20 and 50 were meeting. You're gonna have to wait for that one to try to kick up some speed again. Like I said, it opened at 44, back to 56. So just see if it can get up to speed again. It's just kind of, they're all a little bit flat this morning. Like they ran up and just kind of flattened out. So it doesn't look like a very exciting morning, to be honest with you. But I'm just telling you what it looks like. It's pretty mixed day right there to start. And let me see if anybody else wants to see anything. And I'll keep an eye on that LIPO and let you know what I think. WIF USD. Let me look up that one because I don't, it might come up under that. WIF. Yep, there you go. Uh, but that's not it right there. Let me just see. Here we are. WIF USD. And is it on? You know why? Is it on Coinbase? I'll pull up the Binance one just to take a look. Versus USDC on Binance. I'll have to look at. I still don't see it. Let me see if it'll come up on mine like that. WIF on the app. Hold on. WIF. Let me just look. And it's a crypto one. WIF USD. Let's see. What's it say the name is? I don't see a name for it, but it just says WIF. If it's at 265, I pulled it up. I'm not exactly sure. And it's bouncing off the lines right there, looking kind of interesting. I'd have to assume it's going to try to bounce off of that line again. It's been bouncing off, staying up, but the RSI is pulling back. So if that's the one you're speaking of, I'll keep an eye. It's down 19 cents, and I'll have to look at that one again. And if it's not, I'll find the one that you're looking for, and we'll look at it. So there you go, laptop travel. Hopefully that might have been the one, not exactly sure. And let's just take a quick look at the market. Like I said, we went over to big caps, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, and Meta are up, and Nvidia and Tesla are a little down. So nothing real crazy, just a pretty mixed morning all across the board. We went through the scanner, our Jolie's jumpers, our laptop lowdowns, our crypto, and our big cappers. And anybody else that wants to see anything, let me know. LIPO, we did everything else. And MAXN, we got to everything. So there we go. I think that's a pretty solid free market right there. I'll be keeping my eye on everything. You know that because I'm doing some trading now, so you know I'm on it. What's that VMAR doing? I just saw it on the chart right here. Down 53 cents after that split. This one did pop yesterday. Remember we were looking at it Sunday night as a splitter. It did pop. We didn't even go over it, but VMAR was another one we looked at and it did pop. That's why it's pulled back there. So that's what I was seeing on the scanner right there. And yeah, BNZI, WOLF, all up. And PIXI, let's look at that bad boy. That ran up a little bit there. Pixie, Shift Pixie up 205. That one also split yesterday. Yeah, yesterday on the 14th. And it's running up. So let me pull up the reverse split list and see what's split. And so we'll go through that later as well. And I'll check it out and be posting them because they are bumping. I mean, they reverse split and there's like two or three patterns that we look for. We nail them and we know what's going on. And that GRTS is moving Gritstone. We went over that last night, and it's up like 24%, trying to curl up. That one could be a really nice runner. So keep your eye on GRTS. And there you go for pre-market. Thank you, everybody, for joining this morning. Laptop Travel, Asian Jolie, thank you for your Jolie's jumpers and the laptop lowdowns. East Coast Beach Girl, Ryan, Steve Stinson, and my buddy Denny. How are you this morning? Ray Rodriguez, uh, Sinister for Force, Yawar, Tuna Sub, Luis Rodriguez, and Samson. How are you? Hope you guys have a great day. Trade smart, lock in those profits. Let me know if you want to look at anything today. You know I'll be posting online and I'll be trading. So here we go. Let's start crushing this market and just locking in these profits and rolling them over. So have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.